Nobody's going to tell you this. The way you handle money in your 20s will decide whether you own your life or spend the next decade trying to catch up. And most of you are about to completely mess it up without even knowing it. So, if you want to be one of the few who actually builds wealth instead of just surviving, watch this entire video. Let me tell you about Jake. Jake was 22, just graduated, got his first real job at a tech company in Austin. Making $55,000 a year, he thought, okay, I'm finally making real money. Time to live. So what did he do? He moved into a nice apartment. $1,400 a month. I deserve this. He got a new Jeep. $450 a month. I'm an adult now. He went out every weekend, $200 on drinks and dinner. I'm young, I should enjoy my life. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Spotify, DoorDash, Plus. Another $80 a month. These are essentials. For the first month, Jake felt amazing. He was living the American dream. But then something happened. By month 3, he was stressed. By month 6, he was panicking. By month 9, he was calling his parents, asking if he could move back home. Do you know why? Jake was making $55,000 a year. After taxes, he was taking home about $3,600 a month. His expenses? $1,400 rent, plus $450, car plus $200, eating out, plus $80, subscriptions plus $200, insurance plus $150, utilities plus $300. Random stuff equals $27 to $80 a month. He had $820 left over. But that $820 wasn't actually his. Student loans, $300, phone bill, $80, gas, $150. Suddenly, he had negative money. So he put it on a credit card. And that's when the trap closed. Now he's not just broke, he's broke and in debt. And the debt is growing every single month because he's still spending more than he makes. This is where most people in your 20s end up. And here's what's crazy. Jake didn't have an income problem. He had a system problem. Let me be really honest with you. Most people in their 20s are completely lost with money, and it's not your fault. Nobody teaches you this stuff. Your parents don't talk about it. Your school doesn't teach it. Your job doesn't care. So you're just winging it. But here's the brutal truth. If you don't build a system in your 20s, you will spend your entire life broke. Not because you don't make enough money, but because you have zero control over where your money goes. You're like a ship with no captain, just drifting, hoping you don't crash. And here's the thing that really gets me. Your 20s are literally the most powerful decade of your entire life financially, and you're wasting it. Do you understand compound growth? If you invest just $200 a month starting at age 22, by the time you're 65, you'll have over $1.2 million. Not because you made a ton of money, but because you started early. But if you wait until you're 35, you'll only have about $400,000. You just lost $800,000 by waiting 13 years. $800,000. That's a house. That's retirement. That's freedom. And you don't even realize it's slipping through your fingers right now. Most people your age think, I'll start saving when I make more money. I'll invest when I'm older. I'll figure it out later. But here's the secret that rich people know and broke people don't. It's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. You could make $200,000 a year and be completely broke if you spend $200,001. Or you could make $40,000 a year and be building serious wealth if you only spend $30,000. The difference isn't income. The difference is a system. And most people in their 20s don't have a system. They have chaos. They're spending based on feelings, not decisions. They're buying stuff they don't need to impress people they don't like. They're taking on debt for depreciating assets. They're one emergency away from financial disaster. And they think this is normal. It's not normal. It's a trap. But here's what's different about you. You're still in your 20s. You still have time. And if you're willing to do something different than 95% of people your age, you can build a completely different life. The shift you need to make is this. Stop thinking about how much money you make. Start thinking about how much money you keep. That's the entire game. Let me give you a real example. You make $50,000 a year. After taxes, that's about $3,200 a month. If you spend $3,200 a month, you're building zero wealth. You're just surviving. But if you spend $2,500 a month, you're keeping $700 a month. That's $8,400 a year. That's a car. That's a vacation. That's freedom. And you didn't have to make more money. You just had to keep more of what you already make. The beautiful part? You don't need to cut everything out. You don't need to live like a monk. You just need a system. You need to know where your money is going. You need to make intentional decisions instead of emotional ones. You need to automate your savings so you don't have to think about it. That's it. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it step by step. Okay, here's what you do. Step 1. See your money. Pull up your bank statements from the last 3 months. Go through every single transaction. Write down every category: food, rent, car payment, gas, insurance, subscriptions, eating out, shopping, entertainment, everything. Add them up. Look at the number. This is going to shock you. Most people in their 20s have absolutely no idea how much they actually spend. And you can't fix what you can't see. Step 2. Cut the obvious waste. Go through your subscriptions: Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Spotify, DoorDash Plus, gym membership you never use. Look for recurring charges on your credit card. Most people have $100 to $200 a month in subscriptions they completely forgot about. Cancel them. Today, not tomorrow, today. That's $1,200 to $2,400 a year. That's real money. Step 3. Build your budget. Use the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your money goes to things you need: rent, food, car payment, insurance, utilities, phone. 30% goes to things you want: entertainment, eating out, hobbies. 20% goes to savings. That's it. That's the whole system. Step 4. Automate your savings. This is the most important step. Open a separate savings account at a different bank. Set up an automatic transfer the day after you get paid. Even if it's just $25. Even if it's just $50. The amount doesn't matter. The habit does. Here's what happens. You stop thinking about it. It just happens automatically. And suddenly, you're saving money without even trying. In 1 year, if you save just $50 a week, you'll have $2,600. That's an emergency fund. That's freedom. Step 5. Build income skills. In your 20s, your time is worth more than your money. Spend time learning skills that will increase your income. Writing, design, coding, sales, video editing. Because here's the reality. You're not going to get rich on your current salary. You're going to get rich by increasing your income. And the best time to start is right now. Step 6. Start making extra money. Once you have a system, start making extra money on the side. Freelance work on Fiverr or Upwork. Sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace. DoorDash on weekends. Tutoring. Anything. An extra $200 to $300 a month changes everything. That's the difference between struggling and breathing. And here's the beautiful part. This extra money doesn't go into your lifestyle. It goes straight to savings. This is how you actually build wealth. Now, let me tell you what's going to absolutely ruin your future. Mistake 1. Credit card debt. You want to impress someone, you put it on a credit card. No big deal, right? But next month, you don't have the cash. So you pay the minimum. Interest starts accruing. That $500 dinner just cost you $650. And now you're in debt. And debt is a trap that takes years to escape. Mistake 2. Car debt. You get a job, you think, I deserve a nice car. You finance a $30,000 car, $450 a month. For 6 years, that's $32,400 total. You just paid $2,400 extra for a depreciating asset. And now you're trapped. You can't quit your job. You can't take risks. You can't move. Mistake 3. Lifestyle inflation. You get a raise from $50,000 to $60,000. What do? You immediately increase your lifestyle. Nicer apartment, nicer car, more eating out. Suddenly, you're still broke because your expenses grew with your income. This is the biggest wealth killer. Mistake 4. No plan. You're just drifting, making money, spending money, with no idea where you're actually going. In 5 years, you'll look back and wonder where the time went, and you'll be in the exact same financial position you're in right now. Don't be that person. You know what happened to Jake? He finally hit rock bottom. $8,000 in credit card debt. About to lose his apartment. 24 years old, and he felt like his life was over. So he did something different. He moved into a cheaper apartment, he sold his Jeep and bought a used Honda. He canceled all his subscriptions, he started meal prepping. It was hard, really hard. But within 6 months, he paid off his credit card debt. Within a year, he had $5,000 in savings. Within 2 years, he had $20,000. And the crazy part? He didn't make more money, he just kept more of what he already made. Today, Jake is 28. He has $150,000 in savings. He owns a house, he has options, he has freedom. And it all started with a system. That could be you. But only if you start now. The person you're going to be at 30 is being created right now, in your 20s, by the decisions you're making today. If you build a system now, if you start saving now, if you start building skills now, by the time you're 30, you're going to have options. You're going to have money, you're going to have skills, you're going to have freedom. But if you keep doing what you're doing, if you keep spending everything you make, if you keep waiting for the perfect time to start, by the time you're 30, you're going to be exactly where you are right now. Broke, stressed, wondering where your money went. And that's a choice you're making right now. So, choose differently. Look, I made something specifically for people in their 20s who are tired of being broke and actually want to take control. It's called the 7-Day Money Reset. It's a step-by-step guide that walks you through everything I just talked about. It's $17. That's less than 2 coffees. Link is in the description. And here's the thing. If you actually do this, if you actually follow the system for 7 days, you're going to feel different about money. You're going to have clarity. You're going to have a plan. But here's the real talk. Most of you won't do it. You'll watch this video, think it's good, and then go back to your old habits. Because change is hard. But if you're one of the few who actually takes action, if you're one of the rare people who actually builds a system in your 20s, your life is going to be completely different. So the question is, are you going to be like Jake before he changed? Or are you going to be like Jake after? That's your choice. And if you want to see what to do in your 30s, because it's completely different, I made a video on that too. Click it next. You've got this.